I just took a trip to the mountains. While I was there at the mountains, I discovered small little cities and their starts. And so, with that in mind, I wanted to build a city. We're going to start being Port Clayton. So it's going to become a port, obviously. And we're going to build beautiful, beautiful city. All right. Hello. I can't really disable the tutorial, unfortunately, because I myself am not that good yet. But the first thing we need to go ahead and do is connect these roads. Now, in order to do that, I want to come out, build a curved road here, and then this is really ugly, but this is going to give us a great starting point. So we can come from here and go ahead and start building. So what I want to do here is kind of just create a grid, and to create a grid, we need to come out in tens. So 1200, these little lines here are all tens. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a generic little grid here, and we will be ready to go. So the very first thing I need to do is to truly create my actual starting grid, or else it's all gonna get all kind of busted and weird. But now we got a grid, so I'm just gonna kind of fill this thing in. And as you see, the slope is already kind of messing with us a little bit, but I think we'll manage. All right. So we have this tiny little grid filled in here. So what I now need to do is we need to go ahead and generate electricity, and we need to get water. So the next thing I'm going to do is come all the way out here, kind of as far as I can go. So right there, and that's 90. And then come out to there, and I'm just gonna kind of do that. Then I'm gonna find about like here, come out the appropriate length, 1400. All right. So very long and weird. This is going to be the downtown, the central main hub area. And once we expand out into these other areas is when we're going to start to be able to create a nice looking city. But the first thing I like to do is to just create a big old ugly looking grid. And then we can start to expand it. And we know that we're going to want to expand this way up to about here. We'll expand a little bit back here, and we got to try to think about where to put the different things. So we need water. So we need an intake here. And as we can kind of see, if we put the intake over here, and we put sewage over here, with the way that the water goes, it shouldn't affect anything. So then, we need to go ahead and connect these. Now to do that, I'm going to go ahead and create more roads. Then we can come over here, put these guys right into our roadway. Okay, so now we've got water. We need to go ahead and get power. So I'm going to end up creating myself a little place over here. that's going to be for that. And I need to go ahead and fill in the grid here so that I can plan appropriate water lines. All right, so now we've got water underneath our road. We have an appropriate grid. We can go ahead and start getting some power. We are using up most of our money at this point, but that is fine. So I'm gonna make the power plant kind of right here in the middle, kind of obeying the roads here. And then the next thing that we need to do is we need to attach power lines. They're going to power our water. So for now, we can just kind of come in here, straight there, and everything should be powered. And before we start anything, we now need to come in here. We can drop down our budgets for power and water because it's not going to take a lot yet. Otherwise, we're going to run out of money fast. And then the last thing before we start this off is to come in here and start to zone. So what I can do here is start to zone some of these places inside of our grid here. And then I like to keep industrial around the power plant and stuff to kind of create a barrier for pollution. Now I know these grids are kind of ugly and weird looking, but that's fine for now. You're part of the grid, you're part of the grid, and then I can go ahead and give you commercial all in here. And what this is going to do is allow us to just kind of get started. So, why don't we go ahead and start? All right. So as we see, we're starting to build in some housing. And it looks like everything seems to be functioning except for electricity. So for now, with electricity, we might need to just kind of bring this into here. That should power it all. Okay, power and water. Okay, so then the next thing, obviously we're losing money right now, but we can see that we're starting to generate a little bit of income. We're starting to get our population. And then we can see that we still have a lot of demand for different things. We need to build more roads first. All right, if I look at electrical availability, we got plenty of water and sewage, so we're all good here. So now it just comes into building in some more roads and then filling it in. And we can start to plan out some of our other little squares of things. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I think the slope is messing us up a little bit, but we'll be fine. We just keep on going with our grid. And then now we just need to keep on zoning some more residential. A little bit more commercial. And a little bit more industrial. All right, and with that, we can start to run it and see if we make some money. So at this point, I'm not too concerned about many things right now. Oh, what's going on with our water? All right, so now we need to extend our water grid down. Always things you got to think about. Become every other road, you put water down, you should be fine, and your power should go on through. What we can do here is we can continue to zone some. And I believe we will just continue to paint in some of these zones here. Oops. All right. We're almost out of the negatives. And we're back to positive again. So now, As we're starting to go positive, we can build in our grids. Just need to make money and then we'll be fine. All right, we made some more money. Let's zone some more residential. So if I keep this whole square right here residential, make sure the water's connecting. Okay, so we need to kind of come through here more. And now everywhere that we're building should be adequately powered and watered. The power should be all right, and boom, hit our first milestone. So now we can play with the taxes. We can take out a loan. We can do garbage, healthcare, and education, which are all important things that we want to start doing. So first thing is to click that up. Next, garbage. We need garbage utilization. We need education. We need healthcare. So the healthcare costs $10,000. That's important, and that's like the first thing that we want to do. I want to come right about here with that. Now education costs another 10,000. That's going to drain it. That's going to be all that we can do. I think if I go ahead and put a school right here. Now that's all I can do for now. We need to wait on garbage a little bit, but happiness will go up and everything. Okay, and the other thing that I want to do, I don't even look at these tweets. I need to turn that off. Come into taxes, turn these up to 12%. 12% is something that you can do here and not really worry too much. Now, all this stuff should be good pretty soon, although water is becoming an issue. So what I need to do is go ahead and bring up a road one more up. I'm gonna start it here. 200. I'll run that road out to about 800 or so. No, that's good for now, because then what I can do is water. This will be good. So if I can run this water up there, run this to just right now to here, that should be fine. And then electricity could be a problem, because if we go to our budget, we need to turn these back up to 100. Now that I got them on 100 and 100, it should start to take care of itself. I can do road names now, but I think I just want to let the population increase a little bit and our money to increase a little bit. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is come up and put a road right there. We're going to start to just fill in this grid. Now that we've filled in the grid, we can come in and we can zone more that. Now we need to start zoning some of this. So we have a large industrial square over here. So I can go ahead and zone there. I'll zone there. I can't do all of this, so I'll hit that. I'll come in and I'll paint out my roadway. Boom, that should be good, although I don't think we need all of that, so we can come back and then zone that. And then we need to dezone right here. And why don't we just go ahead and connect that road? Because then I can just end up zoning all of this as industrial. And then come through here with my road. And now we should be good to go for a little while longer. So we're starting to make a lot of money. Our industrial being built. Everything looks pretty solid now. Water is now an issue again. So we can come up to here, make that connection. Everything should be fine. Oh, garbage is an issue now. We need to think about when we can build that. 4,000. Boom. Now, everything should be good. So we'll just wait until we hit our next milestone, which will be... We can purchase a new area, but I'm not going to do that yet. Districts, policies, another loan. We then get a police and fire department, and we can start on our industry. So we'll let that tick up a little bit. Still good on everything. So if we check out electrical, we're good. We check out water, we're good. We check out trash. Can't process it yet. Education, we are still good, but we need to start to do more. So we now have unlocked a police station and a firehouse. We have new power, water, and smoke detector policies. We get some industries. So then that's the next thing we're going to do, and we're going to do some districts as well. I'm going to click that up, and then we're going to do fire station. If I think about my fire station, probably put my fire station there, my police station right next to it. We still need more education soon. How's our healthcare is good. Fire station, or fire safety and our police safety are good. Boom, we let that tick up. I think we're good. Education, we need to still work on a lot. Garbage, so water's great. Electricity is not. We're going to need to do that some point soon. For now, we're going to continue to expand our city. So we're going to paint there, we're going to paint there, and then we're going to come back in. And we're going to start to do some cool little designs here. Commercial, and we're going to paint in some more residential. Well, hold on. Little stuff like that will help spice up the city a little bit. Then we can start to set districts. I wanna paint our first district. So we got a district there, and then we'll create a district right here. We can think about city or district policy. So if you look in here, we got some districts there, and we can start to set policies and whatnot. But we'll let it continue to grow a little bit. So now, as far as city policies go, we can reduce electricity and water consumption, but it costs a little bit more money. So we might not want to do that just yet. We don't have a need to do that yet. We do have a need for more water, though. Our water's still great. Our electricity is fine for now. I think we'll go ahead and set a city, actually not a full citywide. Why don't we just still do a power usage there. Oh, buildings leveling up. Power usage there. So we're gonna make a little bit less money, but our power is now going to be better. So we need to go ahead and think about putting in a new school here. And I think under zoning. So we can go ahead and throw a new school right here. Actually, I'm gonna come one street down from our main street. There we go. So I'm gonna come on in here and fill in some more zoning. Now we need to start making more commercial zones. We go there. And here we're making a little bit of a full-on commercial district. So we are running out of electricity. So what I need to come in here and do, go ahead and start to extend a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and zone some more industrial. And then you need some more residential. We're gonna need more roads for that. So this right here is called Sunset Hills. Why don't we go ahead and change that to gonna be a little neighborhood area. Callaway Hills. How about that? And then Underhill Square can become I like the name Fleetwood, but that's going to be changed later on. So if we look at our policies, we can kind of see what our districts are here. So inside of this district, I mean, we can just kind of see all this kind of stuff right now, but we can, I believe, get into these by doing that as well. And then we can just kind of see them, but for now we're good. We're going to need to build more electricity. So we need 19,000. Tiny town. So we unlock the next things. Now we have level 2 unique buildings, parks and plazas, which is a good thing. Landscaping, finally. Pet ban, smoking ban, canals, high school, libraries, a whole bunch of things. We can start to make parks and whatnot, which is going to increase the value. But the first thing that I need to do is I need to go ahead and add in another one of those. Now we need to look in here at healthcare. Still good with healthcare. Education. So our education, our elementary schools are fine. We need to build a high school when we can. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is to take out a loan here. And then I can go in and build myself a high school. Right there. And then I need to build a public library at some point. So before I can build that public library, I need to think about zoning. I need to go ahead and create a whole lot more roads. What I'm gonna do, I believe, come right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and start to do more of this. So now I can go ahead and zone more. I'm going to throw in a lot more residential area right here because that's what we need a lot of. And this right here is going to become a park. I can buy a new piece of land. Go ahead and get that one. $5,000. Purchase that one. Now, look at how much we got. And I want to bulldoze this little area right there. So then we come through here and not disrupt that. All right. And this right here is going to become a park. Kind of a small park, but I do want to go ahead and add in some parks for my residential areas. So I've got to come in here and see right there. Be a good place for a park. Let's see what the next milestone gives us. Areas, transport, bus, ore industry, recycling, new roads, new buildings. All right, but we need to think about natural resources. So right here, I can't yet zone offices and stuff like that, but I can end up utilizing this area right here, which is agriculture. So what I can do here, this right here would be an agricultural zone. I'm gonna come out 400, and I'm gonna come back into here, and then add in a road here, here, and here. Then I can turn this right here into industrial, and then I can create a district here, rename it to Farmville Policies. So this has available fertile land. So I can make Farmville farming land. Then, with all of these here becoming industrial, this will be used for farming. So let's turn zoning back off. And now we need to go ahead and create, look at our districts here. So we have Callaway Hills. So why don't we click into here and expand it. That's Callaway Hills. And this right here is Fleetwood. And then we'll go ahead and create a new one right here. It's going to include all of this area. All right, and then I'm going to extend Fleetwood over about a block. Perfect. Then we're going to increase our grid one more. Should be 90 degrees. Beautiful. And then residential all in here. And for now, it's gonna be solid, but we need to go ahead and plot out more roadways. If we think about this, obviously going to come into right there. And now I'm out of money. But we're gonna try to reach population around, we're gonna hit the next milestone, which is at 2,600, and that'll be good for this day. Okay. We need to extend this. Perfect. Start to make our money back. Oh, shoot. These guys don't have water up over here. Whoa, that's something I should have looked at a while ago. Why don't we come up to here? Does it take care of your water problems? Now it does. Alright, yeah, I can finish up shoreline and stuff. I gotcha. So now let's take a look. Electricity, we're good. Water, we are good. Education, elementary school, we're good. High school, we're good. Public library is the next thing that we need to go ahead and add, but we're not going to be able to do that yet. All right, so we're getting on up there. So why don't we go ahead and look at these elementary schools, and we can name these ones different elementary schools. We can name this one Parkwood Elementary. And why don't we go ahead and let's check out our districts. So Parkwood is in this district as well. So wait, hold on. So they're both kind of right here. So this is Callaway. So why don't we go ahead and D-zone right down the middle. And we will D-zone all of Fleetwood right now. Fleetwood's gone. We're gonna take Callaway Hills. We're gonna bring it up to there. Then we're going to create another district right here. All right, kind of small. And then we're going to create one more district that's gonna kind of fill in the gaps there. We've obviously gotta do that, but so Callaway Hills. So this right here, we'll actually rename this one to Callaway Elementary. This one is up there in, we'll name this one Parkwood. This district here will become Parkwood. And now let's look back at our districts. So Parkwood keeps that one. And then Florence Heights, we'll keep that as Florence Heights for now. And then let's look back at our education. Where's our high school? All right, our high school's there. What district is that in? It's in Magnolia. The first thing we'll go ahead and do here is we're going to, out of our districts, we're going to name this one as Carter High. Enter, and then we'll name this one Carter Heights. And then the last, so we got Parkwood, Callaway Hills, so Florence Heights. I like Florence Heights, so we'll keep that one there. So if we look at education, elementary is good, high school is good. We don't have a university available yet. Next thing is a public library. If we look at our budget here, we are making a couple $1,000s a week. If we look at our loans, we have $17,600 left over 52 weeks at 5% interest. Costs us $403 a week. We're looking good right now. Taxes are still good. Everything seems to be good right now. So if we're looking here, we obviously need some more industrial. So I like, you know what, Farmville, I'm gonna name that Fleetwood, because Fleetwood has some meaning to me. So policy, so we're going to put a smoking ban and actually no, we're unsmoking ban it. We're gonna leave that as is right now. We are going to add to this, and I think I'm gonna go big here. I'm going to come up all the way through here. Then 400, 800. We'll have one more coming up through here. We're going to put in a nice commercial area. And then we're going to zone all of this here to be residential. So we have a nice little town of Fleetwood in there. And now let's see what's going on. So I think this isn't producing anything yet. If we look at water, we're gonna have to water up Fleetwood by coming here and here. We can power it by coming right here. So then we're gonna have power, and I think we'll be good to go. I think that should start getting, so we have a desire for more commercial now and some more industrial. So I like keeping this over here to be my industrial district. So why don't we go with a little medium brush. Let's paint out where our district's gonna go. I think we're gonna follow along here. More like that. We're gonna rename you the Gonzales Industrial Park. Policies here. Don't want to think about that yet. But this is going to be the Gonzales Industrial Park. So what we need to then do here, I want to come and do a curved road right about like that. Back to my straight road. We're gonna cut all the way. That's $1,200. We don't need to do that yet. 180. There's 200. That's good for now, actually. Why don't we just go back to straight roads? Something like that. And we'll zone all of this in here as industrial. That right there should be pretty good, I think. And then we'll go ahead and finish off some of these. So, turn back on straight road. There, 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 there. Industrial, paint it. Paint me some industrial. We have very low commercial here. So what I want to do here is go ahead and create a commercial zone. Boom, 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 boom. Water. We need to bring our water out to here. All right, now we should be good to go. And then we can paint this as a district here. And this will be, get out of that, we'll rename it. So it's Julius Commercial Plaza. In the commercial plaza, we will do water usage, power usage, and smoke detector distribution. And a smoking ban. We don't need to do some of these guys here, actually. Now, we're just gonna let it tick up to the next mark, because we have created some oh, shoot. How have I been neglecting you guys? We'll bring water to here for now. So, oh, yep, we're starting to build out here in Fleetwood. Let's just take a quick look. Electricity, down a little bit. Water, we're good. Garbage, landfills are filling up. Schools, we're still good. We're still good. Still need a public library. Happiness is decent, but we'll increase that later on. Health is good. Traffic is fine for now. Pollution over in the industrial zone and also down over here. Noise pollution, we'll have to take care of that later time. Fire safety, 49%. We should probably go ahead and put out more fire zones. Crime, we're still really good on. Population, outside connections, we only have one. Natural resources, we're looking good. Probably create a forestry district at some point. But this right here is the start to a beautiful city. And we're about to reach our next thing, so we're just gonna let this tick up until we get to that. I've disabled Sharper as much as I could. There we go. Boom town. So we have recreational use policies now. We're gonna have recycling, intersections, elder care, and cemeteries. So these are gonna be things that we have to work on now. Buses, public transport, things like that. We can buy a new area. I don't think we're gonna do that just yet. We haven't even expanded into our new area over here, but we will. There's a lot of forestry here. We might start expanding out this way so we can get to the train. As of right now, everything's looking really good. Oh, I see water issues here. So the last thing we're gonna go ahead and do is fill that in. So water is fine. So this will be where we end off for now. But really solid start. We're gonna be having some issues to think about maybe here next time. But I think we're gonna be just fine.